Richard.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine. I was telling them, I said, sometimes if things aren't working right, you text and call us. Is everything working right on our end?
Perfect. Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
That Maldonado, it's like the fourth one down. They've reset as well, so I believe everybody's here.
Okay. And it is 10 o'clock according to my computer. So Chambers County Probate Court come to order. Good morning. You see, I got maroon on solidarity with folks out west. So remember them today. All right, cause number 22, CPR 0070, state interest of Elisa Watson.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marcus Wilkerson appearing on behalf of the applicant, Christina Vance.
Yeah, you may proceed, counsel.
All right, Ms. Vance, can you unmute?
Okay,
All right, can you state your name?
Christina Vance,
Where do you reside?
Union, Texas.
All right, and are you the aunt of Alyssa Watson?
Yes,
And prior to the filing of this guardianship, did you have custodianship over Ms.
yes, I've had custody of her.
Okay. And are you seeking a guardianship of her person and her estate?
Yes, I am.
Can you explain to the court briefly why you're seeking such guardianship?
Due to Alyssa's mental status, and her not being able to care for herself, she needs somebody to help her with that.
And does she need someone to help her make financial decisions?
Yes, she does.
Are you asking the court that her rights be restricted in the sense that she not have the right to drive, that she not have the right to vote, that she not have the right to make independent financial decisions?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And her mother is Beth Watson, is that correct?
Yes,
And father Jesse Sinopoli,
yes,
and they've been notified of these proceedings, correct?
yes, they have.
All right. And Alyssa, she suffers from she was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, correct? And so not only is she developmentally delayed, but she also suffers from severe bipolar disorder, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And because of her incapacity, are there any other means or methods that in place of guardianship that you think would benefit her or would suffice to ensure that she's cared for?
I think guardianship is the only option because she can't understand signing things. Like she can't sign herself up for somebody else to take care of her.
All right. And you've completed the judicial branch certification, correct?
I have.
And are you disqualified by law from being a guardian of the person or guardian of the estate?
No, I'm not.
All right, pass the witness, Your Honor.
Scott,
I'm Ms. Vance of Weston Cotton. I visited with you and Alyssa at your home, didn't I?
Yes.
And spent some time visiting with Alyssa. And I appreciate what you're doing. Judge, I have no real questions for her. We talked pretty in depth when I was there making the visit. I feel like that this is a good place for her. She's happy there. And I think Ms. Vance has her best interest at heart. And I would say that the guardianship should be approved.
thank you, Counselor. All right, anything else, Mr. Wilkerson?
Your Honor, in the proposed order, there is a section regarding new physician certification. We would only ask the court that because of Ms. Watson's continuing disability, that a new or updated physician certification not be necessary, and that Ms. Vance serve without bond.
Okay, if you will, have you sent the order over?
Yes, Your Honor.
When did you send it, sir?
They sent it this morning when you called Nat, told
Okay.
them send the order or reset it.
Okay, I will take a look at it, and if there's any issues with the order, we'll let you know.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Vance. Weston,
May we be excused, Your Honor?
you may be. Have a good day.
Thank you, you as well.
All right, cause number 80, the state of Melvin Glenn Moulton.
Morning, Judge, present for the applicant.
Good
My
morning.
client is present as well.
All right. Melinda, we haven't sworn anybody in.
No. Think we need to call
I
that?
need any of those going to testify, go ahead and raise your right hand, please.
Sorry, Judge.
No, it's my fault.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you given today is true and correct, so help you God?
Yes.
Everybody?
I got my.
Now you can put your hand down and you may proceed, Counsel.
Thank you.
Friends over there, we sure need to swear them in.
Sorry, Judge, I didn't catch that.
You may proceed.
Okay, thank you. Aunt Carol, I'm sorry, that's my aunt, so I might slip up and call her Aunt Carol every once in a while. I don't mean.
That's
to
okay.
disrespect from
You
that.
call her Aunt Carol if you want to.
Aunt Carol, would you state your name for the record, please? Or you have to unmute yourself.
Miss Carol, you're muted. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, could you state your name for the record, please?
Carol Jean Moulton?
And you were the wife of Melvin Moulton?
Yes,
And Melvin died on about April 19th of 2022, is that correct?
yes,
And at the time of his death, he was a resident of Anahuac in Chambers County,
yes,
and he was 71 years old when he passed away. Is that correct?
yes,
And there's not been 4 years that have passed on since the date that he passed away and the time that you filed for this application. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay, now Melvin died with the will, meaning he died testate. And you've recognized, you found his will. Is that correct?
yes,
And that will was signed on about June 14th of 2014.
yes, it was.
And there were no codicils, which is a fancy word for any additions or any changes to Melvin's will that are not being submitted to this court at this time. Is that correct?
Yes,
And to the best of your knowledge, was this will ever revoked or changed?
no, it wasn't.
Are there any state or governmental agencies or any charitable organizations that are named as a beneficiary or a devotee, to use the proper word, in this in Melvin's will?
No, there isn't.
As of the date of the will, there are no other children that Melvin had after the date that he signed that will. Is that correct?
Yes,
And he wasn't, obviously, because you two guys were married when he passed away, so there was no other marriages that were terminated after the date that he signed his will. Is that correct?
yes, that's correct.
And Melvin's will names you as the independent executor or executrix to act independently without any type of bond or any type of security. Is that correct?
Yes, that is.
And you've seen his will, right? You've read through it and everything.
Yes, I have.
You recognize that all the provisions that we just spoke of are in his will.
Yes, I do. I
And you
recognize.
recognize the signature that was on the bottom of the will as Melvin's signature.
Yes, that was his signature.
And as far as you know, you're not disqualified from serving as an executor because you don't have a criminal background. You don't have anything that would entitle you to not be able to qualify as executor. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And are you asking this court to allow you to be appointed as Melvin's executor and to qualify as that without any bond or any security?
Yes, I am.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
No questions, and hear about order the will to probate and authorize letters. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Judge. And we'll get everything
Good day.
notarized and sent over to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
May we be excused?
You may be.
You can log off now, Kara.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, cause number 83, the state of Janice G. Dorr. Good morning, Ms. Evans.
Good morning. We're ready.
You may proceed.
Okay. I call Nancy Courtney Brashear. Miss Brashear, would you state your name again?
Nancy Courtney Brashear.
Okay. And you're the applicant in this estate?
Yes,
Okay. Did Miss Janice G. Dorr
yes,
pass away on July the 29th of 2022?
yes,
And she passed away in Baytown, but it was Chambers County, Texas.
yes,
And she was 73 years of age.
yes,
At the time of her death, was her fixed domicile and residence in Chambers County, Texas?
yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you a document which we have filed the original with the court. A will, it's dated April the 14th of 2020. Would you look at that and tell the court if that was in fact her last will and testament?
It was, yes.
And to your knowledge, she never revoked that instrument.
No,
That was the last.
that was
thing
the
she-
last will, yes.
Okay. And is there a necessity to administer this estate?
What does that mean?
Do you need letters testamentary?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Were there any children born or adopted to her after the date of the will?
No,
Okay. Was there, had she ever been divorced after the date of the will?
no,
And did she leave any bequests to the state of Texas,
no,
to any government agency
no,
or any charity?
no,
Okay. You're named in the will as independent executrix. Are you disqualified in any way from serving?
no.
Okay, we've been over the qualification.
right.
So you're qualified. and
I am qualified.
You're asking the court to appoint you as independent executrix.
Yes.
You had further asked that appraisers be waived.
Yes,
You only have the one piece of real estate.
there's only one piece.
And we've discussed the estate taxable part of it. In this estate, is it non-taxable?
I don't believe it's taxable.
Well, it's under
I don't.
$5 million.
Oh, yeah, oh, yes, yes.
Okay.
It's under 5
So
million.
you're asking that the court approve, probate the will and grant you letters testamentary.
Yes.
So done.
That's all we have, Judge.
You ladies have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cause number 86, state of Mary Louise Witherspoon. Gentlemen.
Your Honor,
See?
Mr. Kate Haskell Witherspoon will be my witness, and he is he's the applicant, and he's been sworn.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Witherspoon, you are here asking the court to admit the last will and testament of your mother, Mary Louise Witherspoon, to probate as a muniment of title. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'll show you now what is a copy of the original will that has been tendered and delivered to the court in this case, dated 21 June of 2013. Is that your mother's signature?
Yes, sir.
And it's witnessed by Darla Chandler and Jamie Westmoreland, correct?
Yes.
And I prepared this will for your mama, right?
Yes.
All right. Now, is it true that your mama died on or about July 2nd of 2022 in Anahuac, Chambers County, Texas at the age of 63 years?
Yeah.
All right. And she was born in 73. All right. Typo. 73 years. And she was born in Anahuac, Texas, September 3rd of 1948, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Now, at the time she died, she resided here in Anahuac, Texas.
Yeah.
And she was not married. She had been married one time to your father Haskell, and that marriage ended by his death.
Yes.
All right. And she had 3 children, which are you 3 boys here.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's it.
Right. So after the date of this will, she had no other children, correct? Okay, so that is correct. All right. Now, you're familiar with the, what your mama's property consisted of, and there's no debts outstanding. There's no need for administration, correct? Correct. And as the obvious in the will doesn't leave anything to the state of Texas or some charitable organization or anything like that, correct? Correct. All right. Now, is it also true that your residential address is 1186 FM 562, Anahuac, Texas, 77514, and your mailing address is P.O. Box 1323, Anahuac, Texas, 77514? Yes. All right. The let's see. Now, is it also true that your mother did not apply for or receive Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st of 2005? She didn't get any Medicaid. Medicare is one thing, Medicaid is something else. She was not on Medicaid, correct? Correct? Yes. All right. Judge, we ask that, concludes that testimony. We ask that you admit the will to probate as a muniment of title.
Slow down. You guys take care. I loved your mama. She was a lot of fun. Many days around here. Right.
I always called her the real county attorney.
No doubt about it. She ran the show. Thank you. All right, call number 87, state of Everett B. Williams. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And you may proceed.
All right, thank you, sir. Everett B. Williams was born on February the 6th of 1942 and passed on July the 25th of 2022 in Harris County, Texas. At the time of his death, he had a domicile and fixed place of residence in Hancomer, Texas. Left a self-proving will dated June the 27th of 2017. 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death and the application for this probate. Married once and only once to my mother, Shirley Jenkins Williams. She has been nominated as the executrix to serve. She's not disqualified. No state or governmental entities have been or charitable organizations have been mentioned as a devotee. No children were born to or adopted by him since the date of the death. We're expecting the estate to be non-taxable. We'd like to have letters testamentary issued to my mother. He was a good dad.
Absolutely.
He was a good guy. I mean, that's two this morning, Mary Louise and
Yes.
That's right.
everybody admits the will of probate and authorize letters testamentary. Yep.
Thank you,
So
Your Honor.
sorry, Danny.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna
Melinda.
miss him. Yeah. Condolences. Give condolences to your mama.
We'll do it.
All right. Take care, Danny.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Judge. So do we need to call the first people back, or
Who's,
we still don't have that order? But
well, you can get with them, and once you get it, just
yeah, he may have emailed it and he's just.
get it up here and take a look at it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I don't think I can waive unless something's changed. The
Oh,
bond.
that bond.
I'll just put in a nominal amount.
We're gonna put one. Yeah, good for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, doke. I'll get it up. That's why we need those, but
Yeah. Thank you, ladies.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.